Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Dean. Class is in session today. We're going to have a good show for you guys. I want to welcome you all to this because if any of you guys are here to learn about having a roster of women, you are actually in the right place. And I want to let you guys know that this is a lifestyle about embracing variety and managing emotions and keep yourself sharp at the same time. So guys, this isn't about just having multiple women or multiple partners. This is about cultivating a dynamic, enriching ecosystem where every individual that you mess with brings something to your kingdom and your world. Hold on, let me make sure I get through this part. Your kingdom and, all right, gentlemen? So I just want y'all to know that, and first and foremost, what I want to say to you guys out there, that you have to understand that this lifestyle isn't for everybody, okay? This lifestyle right here is going to require a keen ability to really manage your emotions, both yours and hers. And you have to understand that these women that you bring into your orbit are often going to be middle-aged and young, and these are legal women, but the thing about them, they're all independent women with busy schedules and demanding lives. And these are the kind of women that you want that are not going to have time for traditional dating or anything like that, and they're comfortable with sharing you and sharing your time with other women as long as it is really a benefit to them. These women are always looking for things to actually benefit them, and this whole thing has got to be grounded in a mutual respect and a true transparency. And this right here, when you do get that, it allows you guys out here to build better connections, and you'll be able to thrive on the personal growth with you and these women. I mean, at the end of the day, gentlemen, variety is a spice of life, and having a roster means that you are consistently exposed to different perspectives and different women and different, really different experiences. And it's not only to keep you falling into the monotony that most people fall into, but it gives you another sense of understanding, because as you guys out here begin to understand what's ever going on, you're going to understand the different landscapes, and these things are going to change everything. So what we're going to talk about are the key principles to uphold in the game, to understand in the game, and for you guys to know that this lifestyle, again, is actually built on respect. There is no disrespect in this game. So I do want to let you guys know. The thing is, for a lot of young men out here, they just don't understand. They do. A lot of guys want like a roster of women, but they just think it's just having sex with a woman. No, it's more than that. You actually gotta really manage emotions. You gotta really manage emotions. It's going to be a thing that you have to understand when you're managing a group of women that really love you and care about you. You've got to manage those emotions on certain things. Real quick, before I get into everything, like holidays to me is one of the biggest things you have to manage, because your birthday, someone wake up in the morning with you. They want to spend the eve of your birthday with you, to wake up in the morning with you. There are going to be some women that want to spend your birthday, make your birthday breakfast. They want someone to do lunch, someone to do dinner. Same thing with Valentine's Day, same thing with Christmas, same thing with New Year's. So you've got to be able to manage those emotions. For me, I would just put names in the hat and pick who gets to spend time with me. But gentlemen, having a roster woman is not about quantity. It's about cultivating these individuals and everything. And you have to operate on a mindset of exclusivity and have a high standard. Because if you have a high standard, you're not going to bring anybody that's going to disrupt the ecosystem. And that's so important. And the importance of all of this is going to lie in your unwavering commitment that you're going to have. And that's what I'm saying. You don't move or budge on things like that. Basically, you're never going to compromise who you are for these women. And the thing is that every woman that you deal with has to bring something to your roster that is different. As I told you before, the basic ones are, your breakfast chick, your lunch chick, your dinner chick, one that can make desserts, one that you can chill with, and don't worry, they all will want to be your nurse. So you don't need a nurse, but you can also have one that likes to just take her clothes off and give you a full body massage. So you have totally different ones, but as I said before, each woman must bring something that is going to enrich your life, but also aligns with who you are as a man. One thought, one mind, one way. Because if they don't, they're going to be no use to you. And what I'm saying to you all, you guys out there, when you guys start to do this and learn this, this is going to be based on values and respect rather than just sex or have a harem of women to sleep with. These women are going to be busy. Okay, guys, when you mess with middle or upper echelon women, they're going to have a lot of things going on in their life, a lot of traveling, and they just don't have time to lock in on a relationship, but sometimes they want intimacy and sometimes they want to be with you. So you can have these kind of women. And see, the thing is that this is all about partners that bring something special. One is probably going to offer intellectual stimulation. Another one is going to offer you some depth. The one I like is the one that takes her clothes off, brings you over and just gives you a full body massage naked, and just relaxing. You had a long day, you just want to chill. You got one that has your favorite drink ready for you, where you could kick back and watch TV. So there are different women that serve different purposes, but the diversity that you're looking for, gentlemen, is going to ensure that you are always going to remain in a position of power. Now, you don't need these women to have the power, but each relationship is going to add a unique dimension to your life. It's going to be something that you're really going to enjoy, because ultimately it's going to reinforce your status and your mindset as the prize. And every woman is going to feel chosen for her unique qualities. And these women that do that, they are going to enjoy their position. Women love to enjoy their position. And in this position, guys, I do want to stress as well, because a lot of guys will say, well, do I get to have my cake and eat it too and they can't do anything? No. These are women that want you when they want you. But when y'all are not talking, you're not bothering her. Whatever she wants to do, she wants to do, okay? So what I want to dive into is some of these women out here that you might want to look for if you want to build your roster the right way. And because at the end of the day, you have to have an idea that you want women that's going to serve multiple purposes for you. Because if you could do that, you're going to have new experiences with each and every woman, and every woman is going to introduce you a new layer of complexity and interest and new things. And this variety, gentlemen, is actually going to keep you it's just going to be a fun life for you guys. It's going to be fun. The roster isn't about, again, personal fulfillment and everything. This is just about maintaining the standard and allowing women to glimpse into your world, where I understand that you're busy. I understand you're doing a bunch of things. But when you want to get at me, get at me. I'm not going to run behind you. I'm not going to ask you any questions. If you want to masturbate, you want to get off, you want to have fun, you know how to find me. I'm your dick in the glass. But also what is great about having the roster of women, you also going to have an understanding of branches. And what do I mean by branches is that not only are you, because you are taking care of them on a emotional and deeper level, and they're going to appreciate that, they're going to use you, and you want to be used. They're going to use you, and you definitely want to be used. And what do I mean by that? I mean that these women are going to be your connect to smashing their friends quietly and silently. A lot of these women have tons of girlfriends. Now, they're loyal to you. Now, some of these women gonna get off. I told you guys, people don't understand, there is a reverse cuckold out there where women get off on watching you sleep with women. So please don't think it's just a man watching this woman do it. It's women too. But even though you're tapping these women, you're doing it the right way, a lot of these women are going to have friends, and their friends are going to have problems and issues with guys and all that other stuff. And guess who they're going to call when it's time to have them get that tap? They're going to call you and say, you know what? You know, if you're having a bad, or let's say her girlfriend had a breakup, or she's alone, or the dildo is not enough, she's going to say, okay, well, I got something for you. Give you a call and say, look, I need you to take care of my girl. That's just how the conversation's gonna go. It's like, look, hey baby, how you doing? I just want to say I'm thinking about you, but oh yeah, I forgot. Look, I got one of my girls, and she needs to get tipped off, you know. And before you make that move, you make sure you see if she's pleasing to the eyes and everything. And if she's pleasing to the eyes, you say cool. If not, say nah, I can't. I ain't gonna do this one. No, we good. So those are some of the benefits that you get, but. But when you are doing this, these are things that, again, are for a certain group of guys. It's not for everybody, but this roster is going to be something that's going to be fun. It's going to be something exciting, and what you want, I guess, and some of the women that I want to talk about that you should be looking for, some of the things that you should look for when you're looking for your roster, is that you kind of want a woman that I call like a muse of intellect, okay? Intellectual stimulation. She's kind of like a nerd, and this is a woman that's been a nerd. Guys, there are some good-looking nerds out there, and this is a nerdy kind of chick that she bloomed. She looks really good, but she's really nerdy, quiet, and shy, and all that other stuff. And this is the kind of woman that is a businesswoman, that she's really like business driven. She has her own business or something like that, and she just wants the guy to make her come. And this woman is very stimulating, because this is a woman that's really sharp. This is a woman you can have great conversations with. This is not, and guys, this is not about just smashing a woman and leaving. This roster is something that you're connecting, because these women offer you something that average women don't offer you. And this is why I always say you want to make sure that when you have your top 5 or something like that, they all bring something to the table, or they bring something, not the table, but they bring something on a mental engagement and all this other stuff. Another one is you want one that is actually an emotional anchor, meaning that she's the one that understands you. Not that you're feminine or anything like that, but she's the one that, you know what, she wants to be your cheerleader. You don't need a cheerleader at all, but she praises you and cares for you and tells you she appreciates you. This is the one that buys you things. Well, they all buy you stuff. This is the one, more likely the one that's going to go grocery shopping for you, clean up your house so your house shouldn't be dirty. They're going to pick up after you and all that. And it's not that being a mother, they just want to show you that, you know what, I appreciate, and all of them are going to say that, I appreciate the freedom that you're giving me. I appreciate the luxury of allowing me to do whatever I want to do. And I appreciate that you're not bugging me. You're not insecure. You're not saying I got to be this way. And these women are going to love you for this. And again, like I said before, your only problem that you actually are going to have is the ones that are going to become jealous and territorial. Now, with a jealous and territorial woman, you have to give her a warning first and let her know that this is what we are. You know, you always want to be honest with them, but some of them will fall in love with you, and some of them are going to love you, and they're not going to say anything because they know if they do, you're going to cut them off. But you've got to be able to let women go, even when they start questioning you, they start getting jealous, territorial, or they start having issues with the other women. And you don't want that. You want harmony. Now, not to say that the women know each other. I'm just saying that you want harmony. You want women, these all are going to be all upper echelon independent women. Now, you can have a few chicks below that, but the thing that people don't understand about the game is that these women are going to love and enjoy spending time with you. They're going to love every moment with you, and every moment to them is going to be something precious, because they are not used to having someone that really takes care of them to a point where they're saying that, you know what, this guy really takes care of me. I know he has other women, but he takes care of me. I love how he's moving. I love how we're moving. I love how, when we're together, how he makes me feel. He makes me feel like the only woman in the world. I know he has other women, but we don't discuss that. When we're together, it's just us being together. So we've got to discuss that. Birthdays and holidays will be one of your toughest things that you're going to have. Managing emotions. And managing emotions is going to be one of the toughest things, because you're dealing with a roster of women that are going to fall deeply or have a huge connection to you. And some of them are going to actually love you. But even in the love that they're going to have for you, there has to be some structure. But also, there cannot be any insecurity on your part. If a woman is ready to move on and she met somebody else and all this, there's no questions or why and all this other stuff, because what some of y'all don't know, even though a woman may find somebody, date somebody, or be in a relationship with somebody, they still have you on the side. They be like, you know what, look, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose what we have. You know, I'm seeing somebody else, but I don't want to lose you. So I'll be happy to spend time with you when I can, while I'm spending time with him. And I know that sounds crazy, guys, but that's how this game go. It's a treacherous thing, but it's not really a bad thing. Wait, I'm sorry, it's trying to focus this. It's not really a bad thing, guys. It's just how the world is going to work in this game. Like, when you first meet them, you don't have to say, look, how you doing? I got a bunch of women, I want you on my roster. They're going to know you have other women by the way you talk to them. And it's going, man, guys, I'm telling you, it's going on now as we speak, and a lot of people don't even understand that. It's a secret thing that's going on. Look, it's always been like that, even in sports, NBA, NFL, and all this other stuff, where the women have an understanding. And the understanding is this: look, when you're on the road, you know what? Protect yourself. You know, do what you got to do. Just don't bring it to my doorstep. Don't make me look bad. I know look, I can't tell you not to, but I'm in the prime position. So if you're going to do it, just don't bring it to my doorstep. Make sure you choose wisely. And all this is all about wise choices. You got to always make wise choices in who it is you want to sleep with. Everything counts, everything matters in this thing. It's not just a so-called plug and play. You gotta iron these things out. You know, you gotta make sure that the women that you're messing with don't have drama, right? That means other people and things like that, because you don't want to bring drama. It's like, it's not just a person you gotta look out for. You gotta look at her life, because regardless if she's independent or not, she could probably bring drama. If she brings any drama into your life, then you know we can't do that. Then we ain't rocking. So this is why everything you do and every move you make, everything matters in this. But again, I stress again, because I want to stress this out to you. Your worst times will be holidays, or when you want to spend it with woman number 2 on woman number 4's birthday. You know what I mean? So you got to look at that as well. It's just a lot of things. It's not just sleeping with them. It's a managing emotions. Yeah, I'm not saying you got to go to the store and buy them Tampaxes and all that other stuff. You don't have to do all that. It's just their emotions when they're sad, they upset, or they cry. They're going to need some kind of moral support from you. You're going to have to actually, and I know it sounds crazy, be their support system. And they're going to need you sometimes. And when they're not feeling good, they're going to need you. And when they're upset, they're going to need you. They're going to need you more than you can imagine. But that's the beautiful thing about this and you managing. The last thing I think I want to talk about is discipline. Every woman knows that if there's arguments, fights, or any kind of discipline, you're gone. That's a simple one to talk about. But one thing you have to understand is you can't like fall in love with these chicks, man. There is no love in this thing. It's just you enjoying the women who are enjoying you. And as long as you do that, you're going to be totally fine. You're not going to have any problems. But the question is, are you ready to move to that position? If you are, again, you can't have emotions. You got to put your feelings in your pocket. You got to be the rock, and you got to be the one that guides her to be a better woman. So, and as long as you can do that, they'll fly you around. They'll give you money. They'll spend money on you. They'll just do a lot of things because they love the connection you're giving them. So just remember that, guys, that this is how the game works. And if you want to be part of it, this is Roster 101, understanding what it's going to take to have a roster. And it's not just, I need to be good in bed. I need to be a man. And you cannot, if a woman feels that you don't have any kind of structure or leadership, she's going to cut you off and move on. So you got to be that solid rock in her life. As long as you're that solid rock in her life, she's not going to have any problems, man. So that is, gentlemen, just real quick, this is Harley Shaw showing you how to have your rosters, man.